welcome to this class, which will be a tutorial on Google Docs and how we will use it in our class for 112 and 111. If you know how to use it well, you may or may not learn something in this recording, but if you are new, hopefully it'll clarify any doubts you have and you'll be able to submit your work using Google Docs. Let's get started. First and foremost, to access Google Docs, you want to go to this URL. This is the URL, http://www.google.com/docs/about. If you do docs alone, I'm sure it'll pop up. As an alternative, just go into any search engine and type in Google Docs or Google Office, and it'll bring you to this page, which then you have the options of going to Google Docs, which is Google's version of a word processor, Sheets, which are worksheets that are on a grid, and Slides, which is a presentation tool, and Forms, which mimics PDF, other PDF converting software. But really what we want to do here is use Google Docs because it's the only one we will use, and perhaps Slides, but Docs is the one we will use most. So to do that, you can click on this tab here, and you can also, by the way, that happened because I hit the space bar, apologize, but now I know. You can also go to Google Docs here and just click on it, which is what I will do. That brings me to my documents, which I have two, as you can tell. And here I'll see all the documents that I have and I use either for class or for something else. To create a new document, you would hit the blank, this plus sign. If you've never used Google Docs, you would not have any documents. You would just have this as well as these images, which are templates. And a template is a cookie cutter version of something. So a cookie cutter version of a resume, another cookie cutter version, and so forth. That's what a template is. You can see it right there. So we're going to hit the blank, and we would start writing our mini bio. I'll tell you a few things about writing. First, start with a title. Me. Make it as simple as you want, because you can always change it, improve on what you wrote. And you begin. I was born on March 24th, about 47 years ago. Not very creative, but again, we can edit that. according to Galiano, and then we use something that is related to APA style as a habit. And the habit is to type in the date that the book was published, which you can find in the copyright information that each book has soon after the cover page. And I don't mean the cover of the book, but there's usually a second cover page that starts the book, and behind that is the copyright information. The book I am using is 2013. Oops. And so you would type 2013 and continue. So according to Galiano, on that date, and if you're using a Mac, it's neat, or any other computer, there's a way to use dictation. So in this case, I'm going to attempt to do that. And for some reason, it doesn't want to work. So if you don't quite figure it out, then that's okay. Just type. It's a good practice. But otherwise, you can use dictation and say things like, according to Galiano, on March 20, on that day, right, because I've already specified the date, the military dictatorship that would disappear thousands of Argentines was born. Right? And you can, and I'm going to type that, but this time I'm going to use quotation marks because I'm taking it directly from what I'm reading and verbatim. So the military dictatorship that would disappear thousands of Argentines was born. Now, I was reading and I wasn't looking at my screen, so I'm sure, oh yeah, there are plenty of typos, and so you just fix those. That, and get rid of that S. Oops. And end your quotes. The period goes after the quotes, just so you know, or the comma, or the dash, whatever you choose to use. But according to APA, the period goes after the quotation mark. But also, you must specify, because it's a direct quote, the page number where that sentence or fragment can be found. And in this case, it's on page 92. I'm going to stop there because this is just giving you a few ideas on how to write creatively and think and so forth, as we all do, but also cognizant of the rules for APA. And the reason it's important is because it will save you time at the end of the day, so to say, because you don't have to come back and check every place that you should have put a date or should have put a page number or something else. So if you are consistent about remembering what to do, it will save you a lot of time later on. Okay, so say I am done with my essay, and this is really mini, but I'm expecting yours to be a little bit more than this. So once you are done, you would share this with me, and to do that, you would hit share. And maybe by now you've come up with a better title, but I haven't. So I'm going to just keep me. And so you save. And as soon as you save, it'll open up this window where it says share with people and groups. I rather you did not type in, an email there. Let me go back to that again. I'd rather you did not type my email in there because it tends to be a little more complicated and it doesn't help with submitting work on Moodle. So instead, I would like you to get a link, and the trick is to just hit copy link, but there's a step you must take before, and that is you must ensure that anyone with the link can comment, not view and not edit, but comment. So you would click on commenter. And again, it would be anyone with the link. I'm going to do it one more time so that you don't have to rewind this video, because it's easier to fast forward and rewind. No, it's not. But in any case, you get it. Here, you would click on change. Now, I've already changed it, so this says something different than before. So rewind and find out how different it is. But you would hit change, and you would make sure that anyone with the link can be a commenter. And you would select those two. And once you've done that, you would copy the link. Okay? I like to do it a couple of times. Copy, copy, copy. And then hit done. And then I have opened here the Moodle page for a class. It could be your class or it could be someone else, another section. But in any case, all the classes and all the Moodles look the same. And you would come to it. So right now it's here. Now I'm going into this section. And here, week 1, where it says start here, I would click on mini bio, which is the assignment that's due. And yours is going to be a little different, which unfortunately I can't show you.